like also living and doing business at the same time. That's a big
Yeah.
challenge for me, at least. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's even more globally. I think that's affecting many more people, the world, perhaps right now, because a lot of people are working from home. This is my home office. My bedroom is across the hallway there. So I've been in this mode where I'm working from home and needing to separate out work from life, so to speak. That's something that I didn't do a good job of when I was in my marriage. Um, Setting boundaries, knowing um, how to I think a lot of it too comes down to you, like you said earlier, being sure of yourself, giving yourself time. I think probably the thing that entrepreneurs struggle with the most is feeling like you're on the clock, right? So you set an expectation by 2022. I want the company to be making $1 million a year. And from that, I want to pay myself 100,000 and have 5 employees. And you set all of these things, and it's good to have goals. But I think the tricky part about goals is the feeling of failure if you don't hit those. So goals are good, but I think also being fair with yourself and being realistic and being patient with yourself to say, okay, I didn't get to $1 million, but I did get to 500,000. I did hire these 3 great people. So celebrating the wins along the way,
And that's
instead of
important.
just moving the goalposts. That's an expression that we use in the States all the time. It's like you set this goal and then you reach the goal. Maybe you didn't do it in 12 months. Maybe you did it in 20 months. So you beat yourself up about the time frame and you forget about all the things that you actually did do in that process. Because in the process of me making $1 million for New Haircut, I've also learned a million things about how to build a business, how to hire people, how to get myself in front of big companies. I work with these huge companies. I'm just a person, which I've never been able to do 10 years ago. So, like celebrating those wins along the way and being patient with yourself. Gary Vaynerchuk always talks about like, forget about the clock, forget about like this magical timeline that you created in your head about when you should be successful, about like people going into business when they're 40, 60, 80 years old.